Hey guys, I'm Blake with Built by Becker. And if you think all countertops are the same, you're about to get schooled. I'm here with Mark at UMI Countertop Warehouse in Naples, Florida. And we're about to break down the differences of all the materials and what could cost you in the long run if you don't do your research and have a reputable person like Mark to help you purchase the right material for the right lifestyle. You guys have been asking and we're bringing it to you. Hey Mark, why don't you tell us all about what quartz countertop material is and give us a little example of what we're looking at right here.
Actually, here at UMI The Source, we have our Pompeii brand, which is a Stone brand. Stone is the largest quartz manufacturer in the world. We are one of their largest import distributors, and we run from the tip of Maine to the tip of Florida. And what's so unique about this is that it's a Breton material, which means that it's 93% pure quartz with 7% resin. That is the minimal amount and the best type of product that we can carry or anyone can carry in this market. Additionally, we have over 120 colors that we offer our clients. We have various sizes, and recently we just introduced a super jumbo as well for our commercial clients.
Now, can you tell me the differences between the cost, the maintenance, the durability, and the usages that quartz is good for?
So the durability of quartz. We have a 15-year warranty on quartz. Families will put this in their home and it works for years to come. It really doesn't go out of style. Once you install quartz, you don't need to reseal it. You can clean it with warm water and soap, and we continually, each year, will have 10 to 13 or 14 new colors and designs that we introduce. The more they look like a natural stone, the higher the price point. They're all the same material and they're all the same quality of material. Ease of maintenance, great cost point, and a diversity of colors and designs, which our clients love. What we have here is a Santorini honed. Many of the quartz materials that come out these days are polished. We have a honed finish, we have a textured, and we can do brushed. And for honed, it has this beautiful gray veining, as you can see, with a lighter off-white gray background. Then we can go right into the Statuario Azzurro, which is more of a Tuscany feel, which has, again, a lighter background with these beautiful blue gunite veining to the piece itself. If we come over to Augusta Bay, currently blues and greens are very, very popular. Augusta Bay has a beautiful arrangement and a movement that has different colors of blues, grays, and we also add a little bit of the gold tones and earth tones to it to make it complete. A lot of depth in this piece, and it's very popular pieces, in particular for kitchens and kitchen islands.
Give me a little bit of information on the Bella Petra. Now, I have a personal warmth in my heart for this because you guys donated Bella Petra for our showroom and made our showroom go so absolutely beautiful.
Quartz is a very easy material to work with, as is natural stone. For the Bella piece here, we have beautiful tones here. This happens to be our second largest seller in our arsenal of colors and designs. People love it now because, as I mentioned earlier, earth tones, grays are never going out of style. We have a team of designers that work with the colors, so here where you're getting earth tones, grays, blues, and a lighter cream background.
All right, so next on one of our lists of materials that is up and coming and pretty popular these days, believe it or not, it is porcelain, another man-made. Now this is an example of a porcelain that's already been manufactured and installed in what looks almost like an outdoor kitchen setting, which is a nice place to use porcelain because of its durability, its resistance to heat, and sunlight. Quartz materials and even some of the quartzite materials don't weather so well in the outside. So I've seen these becoming very popular. The patterns repeat themselves, so there's a lot of options you can do with designing and almost book matching looks.
It has a high propensity to heat, to scratching, to frost. It will never fade for UV. And a lot of people are using these outdoor cladding for buildings, outdoor kitchens, barbecues. They can be used in and out, and the durability of this material is fantastic. It has the look of a marble, and it has a very aggressive price point, probably at a mid to high level for what a Pompeii quartz would cost you.
For the same look as marble, but about a third of the price. Now this is a big benefit to people who are building where costs are going to build up a lot with the extra appliances or the extra accessories that you're doing like in an outdoor kitchen.
Absolutely.
This is a great option for those budget-friendly but durable and low maintenance. Super low maintenance. So here we are at the slab wall for the porcelain. Look at these beautiful slabs. And like I said before, Because they're man-made, the print can be redone and book matched, as you can see here, to create a beautiful fireplace wall, cladding on a building, or even just a beautiful backsplash in a kitchen that ties into the countertop.
So you're looking at a 63 by 126 slab here. That's our standard. A lot of our slabs come in either 6 mil, a 1.2, or a 2. When you're looking at this type of material as well, to Blake's point, because it's a man-made material, there are no inconsistencies in the material. So whether it be slab 1 or slab 1000, it doesn't vary in color, consistency, design. And that's another benefit of this material.
Now, can these be used in a shower? So in these larger showers, these cladded full stone wall showers, this is another great option. So not just kitchens, we can bring these right into the bathroom.
Yes, any kind of a vertical application. If you're looking for flooring applications, we have textured porcelain as well.
All right, so right here, we're in a specialty area of the warehouse, and these are the Cristallo. These are the translucent. So I don't know if you guys have seen on Pinterest or Instagram some of these really cool backlit or underlit materials. These translucent stones are beautiful, especially when adding light underneath.
So this particular type of material is very unique to where it comes from. All of the materials are purchased primarily from Italy. There is nothing like it really on the planet except for what this is. There are a few different types of styles and colors to the Cristallo. And this is actually a crystal quartz. It's very durable. It's very important, I might add, that you need the proper fabricators to cut this material that work with it every day. Right here, we're walking down what we would call the blue-green aisle. Blue and green are very popular these days, and the majority of our quartzites are coming from Brazil. We have a full-time employee that works there, and what's unique about UMI is that the president and the purchasing manager take 3 to 4 trips or more a year to go to these quarries and select these stones directly. Unlike some of our competitors, they don't buy it online with photo.
All right, Mark, now give me a real good breakdown of what quartzite is and what we're looking at. And then can you compare it to maybe a granite or a quartz?
With any kind of a natural stone, quartzite in particular and marble, you're going to be looking at really 2 price points, an upper level price point and an exotic. This is an Amazon quartzite, which is a beautiful stone, very hard to find at times. So we carry a lot of different and unique materials here at UMI The Source. So the difference between a quartz, which is a man-made material, and a quartzite would be specifically, quartzites are from the mountain, made by nature, where quartz is an engineered material. Quartz tend to have this beautiful wavy pattern. They have a diverse array of colors and designs that are within the stone. And in fact, the quartzites are probably our largest selling of the natural stones.
Now, we're going to talk about granite. Mark's going to give us a breakdown on granite. So popular materials these days, of course, quartz, quartzite, marble, granite. These are your 4 like go-tos, and then we're going to go into a couple new ones that are out there, the onyx and the soapstone. But Mark, break down for us what we're looking at, what its durability is, natural stone, etc.
This is Bianco Antico, which is one of our more popular granites. And the difference is really between a granite, let's say, and a quartzite is that granite has a very different pattern. It's not so much of a wave pattern or a linear pattern with the granites. And granites also have a more aggressive price point from lower to mid-range and higher. Regardless of price point, it's all the same quality of stone. We have a lot of the earth tone colors. You have your lighter taupe colors, the browns, the grays, and you also have mica pieces throughout the granite that give that a bit more of depth.
We're now in the halls of marble, one of the most beautiful and one of the most well-aging materials. Marble has always been a gold staple in construction, whether it's hotel lobbies, beautiful showers. Marble has been the go-to from our ancestors who used marble in so many beautiful buildings across the world to how we're decorating still with it today, whether it's in countertops, bathrooms, flooring. This is the go-to for quality and beauty.
This is one of our premier pieces, which is a Calicata gold top. All of this material, the majority of it comes from Italy. It can also come from Brazil. What is unique about this piece is that when people are looking for white, pristine, elegant, classic, timeless, they're looking at marble, in particular Calicata marbles. Here you're going to be looking at a higher price point, certainly, and
we've gotten a lot of comments from our viewers on the maintenance of marble, the sealing of marble, the possibility for wine stains in marble.
We do sell a lot of marble that does go into the kitchen. I'd say about 20% of our sales. You want to make sure that you're taking precaution. If you spill red wine, you wipe it up. If you're cutting on it, use a cutting board. If you do that, you'll have longevity with the stone.
A lot of the viewers have been asking about the soapstone. It's something that we don't talk a lot about in our videos. Can you give me a little bit of information? Share with our viewers what soapstone is.
This happens to be a black honed soapstone. It is, again, a natural stone, a natural material. And with soapstone, it's a softer stone. The way you take care of this is actually going to be using oil. It has a mid to higher range price point, and it's something that is very unique to find. When we do get them in, they sell very quickly.
This showroom is absolutely beautiful. This is called the Galerie at UMI Source. This is nothing but the most expensive and high-end materials, some of the rarest materials. I love coming in here. I've been here before, and when I'm in here with a client, I know I'm about to do something special. What we have here is a precious stone trapezoid, right?
Yes,
so give me a breakdown of what these are. I mean, they look like, you know, those bookends, you know, that you have in your office.
And what you're looking at here, Blake, are different colors and cuts of agates that are made with an artisan who would hand place these, and then we would also use a resin to complete this. It's a one of a kind. Now, all the pieces that we carry here for our precious stones from Antolini in Italy. We are their premier supplier in the state of Florida for this type of material.
Our client was looking at, I believe, 9 slabs at a very high price point. Wanted to make sure that what we saw here, the one piece, was going to be the same. And the owner was flying over to Italy for a meeting and personally took pictures so that we could see for a fact that it was the same exact material, and the quality and the consistency was going to be exactly what they were looking for. Is the company going to back what they say? Are they willing to send pictures from the quarry? Are they willing to do, because the type of people and the type of clients that are buying $300,000 worth of stone want to make sure when it's installed, it's going to be everything that they expected.
We've been very fortunate to work with people like Becker Builders, and not only do we know and feel that we need to carry the best materials available in the world for you for sourcing, we also need to back that up with the highly trained people from customer service, operations, our showroom designers. And when you have the owner of the company, Donnie DeNorcia, coming to meet Blake and explain to the client certain things that they needed and said, I'll hold to my word and do this, you can always get a hold of them.
Yeah, and as a builder, it is super important to be able to come here locally and have such quality and customer service from a company like UMI. We couldn't be happier with UMI. We're so blessed to be in a wonderful community right here in Naples, Florida. So what we have here is a brown petrified wood. This is wood that has been buried under the surface of the ground for so long, like chopped up pieces of trees and roots and all this other stuff. And over time, it gets compressed and compressed and compressed, and it becomes this hard as stone. It actually becomes stone.
Clients are looking for things other than just the agates. They want something unique and exciting. So we carry this and I believe 18 other designs for our clients. We do carry 1 to 2 pieces of this. It is a customized order, so it usually does take about 14 weeks to get the material in. And most of the time, the folks like Becker Builders, they'll let us know up front so we can coordinate that production schedule for them accordingly.
We got rose all day. This is a rose quartz, but this is an exotic version.
You have artisans who will hand select these, hand place them. Once it's done, we finish it with a resin, also reinforced on the edges as well for shipping.
Come take a look here closer at each individual selected piece. So what they're mentioning is that there's an artist who picks every stone, places it obviously in some sort of a die or a frame, and then they add a layer of resin. They, cure it, obviously, as he mentioned. They put this border around it with some granite to reinforce it while they ship it. And the amount of time and effort that goes into making one of these precious stones is why the price is so much. Now, what is the average price of a slab for a precious stone? I mean, where are we starting at when it comes to?
If you were to look online for something like this, I mean, depending on what you're looking at, you're looking 5 figures for something like this per slab. Yes. And with someone like UMI, where we'll work directly through the fabricators only, it's a great situation for someone like yourself who has a partnership with the correct fabricator where you're able to do it at a cost that's going to be advantageous.
And when we go over to the fabricator in the next phase of this video, we're going to talk about these kind of materials, because when you're dealing with a piece of stone that might cost $25,000 per slab or $15,000 per slab, you need to make sure that your fabricator has the correct insurance and bonding to make sure that if God forbid something happens to one of these stones while manufacturing, then it can be covered, because a 14-week turnaround on a broken piece or a damaged piece could be detrimental to a project. So using the best fabricators, using the best materials really helps builders like myself do the right thing on our clients and make sure that the product, the end result, is exactly what they expected. But that all starts from sourcing the materials, having a good fabricator, and then of course presenting the final product. We're at Adventure Marble and Stone and Countertops right here in Naples, Florida. We came over here from UMI where we talked about all the different types of materials for the home. And what we're gonna do is have Andres, the CEO and owner, give us an entire workup of how they template, fabricate, inspect all the material so that before it goes out and into the home for final install, that it's been certified by him and his team to be perfect for our installations. All right, Andres, someone picks a slab. What happens behind the scenes in a place like this before it ends up in their kitchen?
When the customer already shows the slab, we go to the house and make the physical template. When we have the physical template and the right measurements, we will make a layout on the slab. We check the slab, that the slab doesn't have any damage. After everything is good, we bring the slab to the cutting table. That process can take from 1 to 6 days. It depends what kind of material we want to use, because you know there's some material that are harder than other ones. After that, we move to the fabrication area. In that area, we make the thin cutout, edge, and everything. After that, we move to the polish area, polish the countertop with water. When we get done over there, our manager comes to check that every single piece it is ready for the installation.
In your opinion, what countertop would you never sell to your own mother?
Many people ask me that, but for sure, never use marble in the kitchen area, because that kind of material is super easy getting crushed and is cheaper.
So marble is a no-go in the kitchen.
No.
We've had multiple discussions about this online, on our page, and in the comments.
Absolutely.
And it's beautiful, but the maintenance is so difficult, and
it is terrible. In that case, you can use Quartzite, Quartz, or Granite.
which we have multiple projects here ready to go out. A couple of these are my job, so I'm happy about that. Ready to see this one in the kitchen where it belongs. Now, do you have my slabs here?
Not yet, this is supposed to be coming today.
Okay, well, we'll be doing an entire documentary of my own home being remodeled, so that one's gonna be fun to watch. We'll come here during fabrication, we'll be on site during template, but to see Adventure Marble, Stone, and Countertops right here in Naples, Florida, process the stone that's selected from our clients all the way through their process going into the homes for fabrication and install it's an amazing process. Thank you so much for allowing us to come here and take a look
Anytime.
and sharing your experience. I love it. Thank you.